So this is what I'm going to attempt to do today. Should be fun. So this is directly from the Proline YouTube channel from like years ago. So what it is the Proline carbine setup for duallies. Alright, so since everything is so black, I'm gonna pause the video, turn it back on with a flash so that we can all see what we're doing. Alright, so the carbine dually set. I've already done it on one side, let's do it on the other. You're gonna need a 2mm. I really gotta figure out where my camera is. Oh, there it is. So 2mm. Don't have any electrics, so I'm not gonna be using any electrics. And you're gonna need a 7mm for take the tire off. There's the part number 2786-00 from Proline. You're gonna need a second set of tires, 1.9s. So there's two adapters you can use. You can use this one, which is very long. I have to use these because the ones I tried, they hit the inside of my shocks. Let's take that off. So yeah, if I use a smaller adapter, it's going to hit the shock right here. It doesn't give you enough room. It's going to be kind of awkward to do because I have to look through the camera lens to try and figure out what's what. So what you want to do first is when you're grabbing this piece where your two tires are going to sit there and there, this right here is the back. So there's your 12mm hex. Let's move that. Put that upside down. Put that first one through the hole, and then I get that this threads right in. This is going to be very, very interesting. I think I might do it off camera, just to get it started. And then the rest, as we go along, I will do it on camera. So I'll start 2, so at least then I know that it started. Which right now I'm having kind of small issues. So how's everybody today? It's Sunday. Sunday the 2nd of February, I think. Or first? Let's go to first. First sounds good. Wish I had a better camera setup. But you gotta use what you gotta use, right? Alright, so the front and the back. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then there's going to be grooves on the back, like holes. So right there, you have some all the way around. That's for the later steps. So right now, I'm going to pause it. I'm going to get all these other screws in, and we're going to come back. So that was step 1. Beautiful. Put that aside. Step 2. Take your tire. If it's directional, make sure it's the right direction. So we're going to have it like this. And then these are your inserts that go into your tire. So just push it right through, just like you would do with a normal beadlock tire. So yeah, oh, I don't think your side's not quite, no, not quite, there you go. So I'm using 1.9 deep wood tires from Proline. Okay. So that was step one. Well, step one is taking everything apart. So we'll say this is step one, step two, and then this is going to sit like this on your truck. So we're going to want to do it like this. And the beautiful part is it just sits on there nicely. Turn it a couple of times, make sure it's into the groove where it's supposed to be, and it looks good. Then you turn it upside down. Again, just like a bead lock, you take your back piece, which is this piece right here, and you're gonna be putting it right in onto these all the way around. So you're gonna have to use a bit of tension to put it on, but you also want to make sure that it's seated properly, just like when you're going to use to do actual bead locks, I guess. I hate doing bead locks. They're not fun. They're time consuming. I'd rather waste my time somewhere else doing something else, to be honest. So I'm going to put some pressure down. And let's see if we get the first one started. We'll get two started, why not? So this is plastic, so you don't want to like wrench it all the way down like crazy, because you might crack the plastic, right? And you definitely don't want to do that. So go from one side to the next. So we're going to go right here. And look at it, so far so good. So it's gonna look like this. Okay, I'm gonna pause again. I'm gonna finish installing it, and then we're gonna go on the other side. So there we have it. Your first tire is all done. So what step is that? So we did step one, which is install your hex into it. Step two, which was putting your tire on, the bead, that thing, the inner ring. Third step was installing it. This next one, step four, again, let's make sure we got this proper way. So we're going to do it this way again. And you're going to want to insert your ring again. The only reason I'm doing this with a flash on is because I've watched a couple of videos and you're working with black pieces, with black screws, everything's black, you know, it's dark, you can't really see it properly. So figured, why not? Okay. So, excuse me. That's actually going to sit just like that. Then, you're going to grab this piece. See how there's 1, 2, 3 notches, and then you have all these little ones. Okay, well, the 3 notches. Was it like that? Because the thing is, it lines up into this part here. Yeah, so this thing goes like this, and then this just sits in there. Alright, so that's what I thought, yeah. So the really annoying part with this one is you just have this sitting there, right? You take your tire, So I just sits there like that. You take your tire with the insert in, and again, you just pretty much place it on it. Then, fun part, you gotta take this, make sure it lines up, and this is where I have trouble seeing in a lot of videos because that little piece right there is gonna want to move. So you gotta take this piece, put it on it while lining up these, right? The way to screw these on is like I showed you earlier. It's from the back. So you have a hole here, two, and all the way around. What I'm gonna do is, obviously, I'm gonna pause it, start it, come back, finish it, just so you guys can see what I'm doing. Again, the 3 notches go into this. All right. Okay, I gave you guys some bad information. Those 3 pieces line up with these holes. Like that. This is the top of your bead lock. And then it goes on. You gotta line it up, put a screw in. This is where you would really benefit by having magnetized screwdrivers. This one is not, it's gonna fall. Okay, apparently not. Okay, let's see if I can line this up. See, I got it on. Bead looks good. Still keeping pressure. And then, let's see if I did it right. Gotta make sure you have a lot of pressure. I don't think it's lined up. These are so tricky to do. Alright, we're gonna come back. Alright, so we got it started. That was not fun. It took way too long. So again, all we're doing is, see that hole right there in the middle? Ooh, right there. So we're gonna go into. It's also easier if you put your tire upside down. There we go. See? The hole right there. And you just screw it all the way in. So there's going to be 6 in total, obviously. And what I do is I do hex pattern. You don't have to, but I do. So we'll come back when this part's done. Alright, so now it's all done. We have to 2 more steps and we're completely done. The next step is putting it to the side and taking off your wheel nut. It's a 7 mil. I'm going from 2.2s to 1.9 dually because why not? And if I'm on a trail, I'll just make sure that I have all my stuff with me and I can just keep going. Alright, so let's bring you guys in. Problem I had yesterday when I did it is the nut right here decided to turn itself, so I couldn't put it in properly. Big pain in the ass. Or the butt. Oh, see? Yeah. So, Yeah, it's on the inside. It decided to turn on itself. That's the one thing you don't want. Let's try that again. Alright. It's so awkward trying to do it while filming. And I don't know why. Shouldn't be too hard. It's just put the hex on it, you know? Put a screw on it. That's it. You're nut. That's it. Put a nut and you're done. Nope. Almost done. Almost done. Make sure it's nice and tight. Yes, I had to pause the video because I was having issues. Make sure the back's nice and tight. Yeah, it's all good. Okay. So, the cover. You see how there's two, one here and one here, that are lower than the 4. They will go onto this piece and that piece. They'll go onto those two. Oh, I gotta cut that off. See that little piece right there. So the best thing for this is, geez, to stir it up. Just take the one, put your screw through it, find where it goes, start it up. And there's only 2 that your screws will go all the way through for. So what happens is the other 4 are just for show. Like, they don't do anything. They are legit just for show. While these 2 actually mount to the rim. And yes, the kit gives you enough screws to do it all. And I'll show you what I meant by, sorry about that. So that's as far as it goes. While the other 2 went all the way in. I don't have any editing software. I usually don't even pause my videos. I usually just leave them raw. They're usually 20 minutes long. And I know a lot of people get bothered by that. But it doesn't bother me much. I want to make sure that it's done properly on my end, and that you guys can see it all, and you guys can do it all if you guys have this kit. I seen at Great Hobbies. I don't know if they still in Canada, Ontario, Ottawa. I don't know if they still have it for sale, but the kit's like, what, almost 80 bucks? And it's just to do the rears. Some people go as far as doing the fronts. I'm not going to be doing that. I think the dually for the front as well will kind of look odd. Plus, you're putting a lot of strain on your servo, which I'm not a fan of. Yes, you can buy servos for pretty cheap these days, but I'll pass. Star pattern, you don't have to. And there you have it. And then, once you do it all, and we back up the camera quite a bit, it should look like this. And there's your dually on your SX10 first gen Honcho. Subscribe for more. Catch you later.